We are 24 days into the January transfer window, and Arsenal, yes, we're speaking about Arsenal again. Yes, it's another transfer video, but they're on the verge of completing a deal. We'll get to that in a second. Matheus Cunha, according to reports, is forcing a move out of Wolves. Nottingham Forest have put £65 million on the table for Matheus Cunha of a club record bid, but he wants Arsenal. Benjamin Sesko as well. There's a number of stories out there regarding him. He wants to potentially move. It just kind of seems like now Arsenal have just got to bring someone in. Whether it's Cunha, whether it's Sesko, time is closing. Time is ticking. There's 10 days left of the window. And if they don't bring someone in, they may not win silverware. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you have hit that subscribe button. We're under 800 subscribers now, away from 42,000. So what are you waiting for? Go down and hit that subscribe button. Tomorrow, big day for football. We'll have Newcastle, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool match reactions on the channel, as well as any other transfer stories that break. Now, there's a number of stories out there today, and we're going to start with the news that come out 20 minutes ago. Sky Sports reported that Wolves would sell Cunha for £60 million. However, UOL are now reporting that Wolves would demand £67.5 million for Matheus Cunha. Arsenal would have to pay a bit more than expected if they wanted to land him. Now, it just seems to be that they are... Look, you've got to understand it from Wolves' perspective, right? He's their star player. They're in a relegation scrap. He might not necessarily be worth £67 million to Arsenal, but you've also got to think it's the January market, which is incredibly tough, and the Wolves are only goal difference, as it stands right now, above the relegation zone. So he might not necessarily be worth £67.5 million to Arsenal, but he is worth that to Wolves. Now, minus 19 goal difference is insane, by the way, but they are above the relegation zone, and Everton have got a game in hand. So if they win that, they might be 4 points, 5 points below 16th. Now, another lot of stories coming out regarding that Zinchenko is on the verge of joining Borussia Dortmund. Lots of people are now saying it's a done deal. Fabrizio Romano has got a number of quotes from Mikel Arteta. He looked relatively angry in a press conference when was asked about a striker. Now, it is at the point now where every press conference, every match reaction he does with the media, he is grilled about questions. Arsenal fans do have some good news, however. Romano has come out and said Ben White, quote on Arteta, Ben White's recovery, very good. He hasn't trained with the team yet, but he's very, very close. I think he'll be with us very soon, Arteta said. And then he went on to also say he was not considering terminating Raheem Sterling or Neto's loan. Now, why this is important is because as it stands, Arsenal can't take any Premier League player on loan. For instance, a Matheus Cunha, because both their loans are with Raheem Sterling and Neto. I think it's fair to say that Raheem Sterling has been a bit of he's underperformed. And Neto, I don't even think, has played a game. And then he was asked another question on Matheus Cunha as a potential target, and he said, I prefer not to speak about individuals. Now, Romano has put up a number of quotes regarding Matheus Cunha. Whenever he puts a tweet up, he's also putting certain things in his tweet, like the two eyes emoji, alluding to the fact that Arsenal are busy or trying to be busy. He's also put another quote out saying, Arteta said, we lost two very important players in Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus. We lack goals, we lack people, and we lack options. It's clear. If we can get the right player, then we are actively looking at it. We are working on it, yes. Now, David Seaman on the TalkSport podcast in the last couple of days said Arsenal are working round the clock. His assumption is right now they are working round the clock to bring in a striker. Now, if they don't bring in a striker, It's as simple as that. They're not going to win the league. They're not going to win the Champions League. They've been very good in the Champions League so far. They've been very defensively sound. They look, a very, very good team, but they need to bring someone in. And if they don't, it'd be absolutely criminal. Now, in terms of where Arsenal are at right now, it looks like it's going to be Cunha or Benjamin Sesko. Now, the Standard have put out a report on Benjamin Sesko and they've put out a report on Cunha. Arsenal hold fresh Matheus Cunha talks. It was not only Sesko who Arsenal are looking at this month. Wolves forward Matheus Cunha is a man in demand right now. And according to Football Transfers, the Gunners have held talks with the players' representatives over a potential deal. Give Me Sport also add that Arsenal believe Cunha wants to follow Sesko this month. Now, if Arsenal went out there and splashed the cash and spent £100 million and brought in Cunha, who can play on the right, and brought in Sesko, then I personally would back them to go and push Liverpool to the very, very end. But you've also got to think, if they spend £100 million on those two, would it not make sense for Arsenal to go out there at around 100 million euros, £85 million, and bring in Benjamin Sesko? Not Benjamin Sesko, sorry. Speaking about Benjamin Sesko. Speaking about Victor Gyökeres. Would he not make sense? Arsenal have handed a major boost. Arsenal are strongly expected to move for a new forward during what remains of this month, and plenty of names have been linked. While the January transfer window is notoriously difficult, it seems the Gunners have been handed a major boost. Give Me Sports suggests that Arsenal are confident that the RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko wants to join them imminently. I think at this moment in time, as we're recording this video on the 24th of January, it will be Cunha that will sign. And then I think Benjamin Sesko, Alexander Isak, or Victor Gyökeres, one of those will join in the summer. Football London have put out saying Benjamin Sesko to Arsenal takes another twist. It then goes on to say Arsenal pursuit in Benjamin Sesko may be put on hold by West Ham and Celtic reportedly line up moves. There's no way in a million years Benjamin Sesko joins West Ham over Arsenal. But then you've also got to think, West Ham have already put a huge bid in for John Duran. He's one they want to bring to the club, and they've put in multiple bids now. But it looks like it's going to be Cunha. That's what a lot of the ITKs are saying. That's what a lot of the reports are saying. Whoever it's going to be, they need to get it done ASAP. If they don't, Arsenal are not winning silverware. It's as simple as that. This report says, however, they may have delayed their plans in the summer, as West Ham are said to be in advanced discussions to sign fellow Leipzig forward Andre Silva. As per Sky Germany, Leipzig would not want to weaken their attacking options. Also, it's actually about Leipzig obviously wouldn't want to lose two strikers. So, Arsenal just got to think about themselves in this. If they don't, it is what it is. It's good news for them that they're, of course, getting Benjamin White back, but they need signings. It'd be criminal, absolutely criminal, if they don't bring someone in. And just to give you a bit of the news regarding the done deal, Alexander Zinchenko is expected to leave Arsenal before January transfer window shuts. Borussia Dortmund are in the market for a new left back, and I believe to put Zinchenko top of their wanted list. Florian Plettenberg also said about a day or two ago that they are very, very close to putting pen to paper. Now, you look at tomorrow's game, Wolves versus Arsenal. My prediction is, and I want you to let me know in the match reaction for tomorrow, my prediction is Arsenal will win this game, maybe 2 or 3-0, but Matheus Cunha will not be involved. I think Matheus Cunha will be out of the squad for the match day. Heavily linked to a team, playing that team, I just can't see it. And when you look at Arsenal's next 6 games, that Manchester City game, City's games, by the way, in the next 6 or 7 games, absolutely huge. But that Arsenal versus Manchester City game will be the day before the transfer window shuts, which will be, I think it shuts on the Monday or maybe the Tuesday. Wolves away tomorrow, Girona away Wednesday, Manchester City Newcastle 3 days after Manchester City is insane. And then they've got the 10 days off for the winter break. And then they come back against Leicester and the West Ham. So they're not in a position right now where they can relax in the market and go at their own pace. They have to act. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure you have that subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think Matheus Cunha will be joining Arsenal? And when you think about it this way, if Matheus Cunha does actually perform and play against Arsenal, and let's say he scores a goal or maybe scores 2 goals, that's only going to add £5 to £10 million to the price tag. Yeah, I look at it. I look at it this way and just think if they don't, it'd be absolutely criminal to not bring someone in. You know, there's 24 days of this window already gone. Already gone. You know, it shuts in 10 days. It's up to them. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you have subscribed. I'll see you soon.